Okay, so I just finished that workout and that was a good one. Fit by Mick has been huge in my journey this whole year, and I've just loved her workouts. Like honestly, one of my favorite, like I don't even know she's an influencer, like I don't even follow her on socials or anything. I just found her videos one day by searching like standing workouts, and I've been hooked ever since. So highly recommend checking her out. And I'm gonna roll up my mat and go like make something to eat for breakfast, and we'll see where the day takes us, I guess. So I just got ready for the day. I'm not really doing anything today, but I just thought maybe I'll get ready for you guys. After you saw me last, I just got myself together and I made some breakfast. I ended up having breakfast tacos, which you can see here. And I am just, I don't know, gonna take you through my day. I'm still trying to figure out this whole like vlogging thing. I want to vlog every single day, but I genuinely have nothing going on and I like don't even know what to talk about. I've just been on this journey for this, honestly, whole year. Last week was my 1-year therapy anniversary, and I can genuinely say that I'm a completely different person than who I was this time last year, which is crazy and exciting because it's all for the better. Still navigating a lot, and I am just trying to figure out a lot of things, like what do I want from life, what am I working towards, like just getting through a lot. But my anxieties have been so much better, my mental health has been so much better, my physical health has been so much better, just so much has been so much better. Highly recommend, if you're considering therapy, take the leap and do it. I have tried therapy many times in the past and it's always been like helpful in some way, but I didn't stick with it for very long. I kept convincing myself that like I was better now, so I didn't need it anymore. But I have stuck with it for this whole past year and I'm very grateful that I did, because it has done wonders for me. There have been like a lot of changes for me for the past like year or so. This is why I'm trying to figure out how I want to come on here, because my channel, I have like identified myself as someone who's like on a weight loss journey. I'm like on a health journey and constantly doing challenges and things, and I know people are like waiting to see what I have done, what my progress has been, and unfortunately like there hasn't really been progress like physically. Like there have been some changes, like I can definitely tell that there has been like some recomposition happening from like the exercising I'm doing, and I am eating better, like a lot less like sugar and stuff, because I've finally broken my dependency on like candy and chips and takeout, which is huge. But as far as the like being in like a calorie deficit, do I know if I'm in one or not? I'm not sure because I'm not tracking. I'm trying to be very calm about everything, and I'm trying to heal a lot of problems that I had with food and my body and all of that, and like just hoping that the excess fat will kind of like melt away with all of the things that I'm healing. And I do think there have been like some changes. Like last week was the first time that I actually noticed some of my clothes feeling a little bit looser. I'm not sure if that was an illusion or not. We're gonna find out. I stopped weighing myself. I was weighing myself every single day for a while because I wanted to track the fluctuations, but I've decided to like stop that because I was trying to control things too much. And when I control things and I'm not patient, that's when all my problems happen. That's when I'm like overeating, that's when I'm having a terrible relationship with food and my body, and I'm terrified and anxious for the future, and just so many things are bad when I'm trying to control something. So I've tried to like release all of that and just do what makes me feel good at a day, and I can truly say that this is the best I've ever felt in my life over the past few months, and I want to keep going with that. The last I weighed myself, I was coming off of like 2 weeks of eating out like every single day. I had my birthday, and then unfortunately we had a funeral and we had to travel for that, so we were eating out for like every single meal. But I've been really working on listening to my body when I'm eating, feeling balanced and energized after I ate instead of like full and gross, and I think that really helped me. And so I think I like maintained my weight over that time, which is like honestly exciting. the last time I checked, I was 262, which is only like 5 pounds different from the beginning of the year. That feels a little bit discouraging, but I do know that the past 6 months have been a lot of like personal growth, and I do think that all the personal growth is what's going to help me with the next 6 months with maybe actually seeing physical change, because I don't know how I couldn't at this point. Like, I'm just in so much of a better place. I'm not overeating. We broke our takeout addiction. I don't sit and eat chips and candy every night anymore. Eating like pretty healthy. I feel very good. So like that's got to be like the next step, I'm hoping. But anyways, so I'm gonna weigh myself and do my measurements on the 31st of July, and I will let you know how that goes. I'm trying very hard not to give in and jump on the scale or do my measurements now. Being patient, I don't want to control the outcome. The last thing I want is to like jump on the scale and see a number and let it make me sad and then make me try to change how I'm eating or moving or something like that, because again, don't want to create all these problems again. I'm just trying to do what feels good. So that's, I think, what I want to show with these videos is like, what am I doing naturally in my day now? How am I healing? And what's gonna come of that healing? Whether like maybe I'm okay living in this body and I'm just like happy with life now and I don't care anymore, or maybe the way that I've changed is going to help release that excess that I've been holding on to because of all of the like years of emotional eating and disordered eating and all of the trauma and everything. So I'm very interested to take you along with that for that. And I also want to help, if anybody's been in a similar situation to me, I want to show you like what this is like. It's been 6 months of like just working on myself. And a lot of people don't share like how long this takes. Like 6 months. I definitely thought in January last year that I don't know why I thought this, but I definitely thought like I would be down at least like 40 pounds or like in my dream body within like 6 or 7 months. I don't know what I was thinking. I was very optimistic at the beginning of the year, and I still am optimistic, but I don't know, it just is taking so much longer than I thought it was going to, and people don't tell you that. So I want to kind of just like show my life and like be very honest about what I'm doing and what I'm going through and what's actually happening throughout this process to give you a better look. And then maybe if you're struggling as well with the whole like impatience thing and just wanting to lose the weight now, but you keep like losing it and it comes back, or like you just keep failing even though you can't fail, maybe we can like be in this together. I don't know. It's been just a journey. But I'll talk more about it a little bit later, and like more of the stuff that I've been doing and like watching and like what's been making me feel better and keeping me going. But I've rambled long enough, so I'll just like catch up a little bit. Okay, so it's lunchtime. I'm getting a little bit hungry. On the days that I'm not working and I can be more flexible, I've been really trying to listen to my hunger. I used to be really food obsessed and really food focused, and I would just be eating all the time, even when I wasn't hungry. And when I was eating, I was usually eating to the point of like over fullness, and I just never felt good after I ate. So I've been really leaning into this idea of like feeling balanced and energized and comfortable after I eat. And so I've just been waiting until I started getting hungry, and now it's 1:56. That's like later than I usually get hungry, but I did eat breakfast later than usual today too. I had breakfast after 10. So this like makes sense that this is what's happening right now for me. Usually during the week, like I'll probably eat breakfast at like 9, so then I'm definitely usually like hungry around like 12:30 or so when I have my lunch at work. That's the pain about working, is that I just wish that I could always listen to my hunger signals and eat at that point and not at a dedicated time. But unfortunately I can't, because I have to go on things like customer calls and stuff, and I can't eat during the calls or in between the calls because it's just too complicated. So I hate that, but whatever. So I actually have some leftovers that I'm gonna be eating. I am very surprised that I'm eating this actually, because this is like a little bit unlike me. So a couple nights ago we ordered Thai food, and this is my third time eating this now, and I usually never eat something more than twice. I don't know, I just have a weird thing about it. But more importantly, I usually always eat so much of it that there is not usually leftovers. So this is Thai basil chicken, which I love. That in there, I guess. This is half of the rice. Okay, so I just wet a paper towel for the rice, because I just find that like when you're heating it up, it keeps the moisture in. I'm just pushing this down so it gets even coverage. I'm gonna heat this for like 2 minutes or so. And then this was it's like a tom yum pad thai. Chris ordered this. There's like not much left. It's very very light. Again, this is my third time having this, so there's only like a tiny bit left, but I liked it so much that I didn't want to get rid of it. I figured I'll just have it for lunch today. So I want like a beverage of some sort. I would really love to have an Alani Nu energy drink. I've got quite the stash over here in my fridge. But I did have one yesterday, and unfortunately I get an upset stomach if I have them 2 days in a row. So I don't think we should do that. I don't really want to risk the upset stomach. Can't imagine what that must be doing to my insides. Also, I'm still hungry from lunch. I ate most of my lunch, but I didn't finish the rice just because like it wasn't that good anymore, and I was just kind of over it, especially after eating it for the third time. So I ate like, it was like chicken and vegetables and then a little bit of rice and then those like 2 bites of the noodles that were left. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make an iced coffee, and I'm gonna make my version of a protein iced coffee. So I've been really liking this Natrel brand. I like their creamer a lot. I also like that it is only 20 calories, whereas some of the other creamers are like 40 per tablespoon. And not that I care, not that I'm tracking calories too much. I just like, if there's simple swaps I can make, I want to make them. So like this, I actually really like the flavor of these ones. And I find they're not too sweet, but they are still sweet and they're really creamy. And this makes it so that my coffee only adds 40 calories as opposed to like 80, and then that just frees up like more actual food that I'm gonna eat later. And then I also have this Natrel Protein Plus milk. So there's 18 grams of protein per cup. One of the Dolce espresso pods. I'm unfortunately out of my Pierre Hermé espresso pods. So we just took Callie for a little walk, and I'm having a snack now. I was getting kind of hungry and like kind of faint feeling, so I was like, I should probably have like an actual like kind of substantial snack, especially if I'm expecting myself to get up and cook dinner tonight. I was really sad. So one of my fixation snacks right now, if I don't have a yogurt bowl for breakfast, I've been doing high protein vanilla Greek yogurt, sliced strawberries, and whipped cream on top, and it has been so good. It's like a little dessert snack that's like super high in protein, super satisfying. It's so good. I opened the strawberries to find that the entire container had gone bad, which is so annoying because I just bought them. So we've pivoted and we're just having vanilla Greek yogurt and this like protein granola. It's the Nature Valley like honey and almond protein granola. So I'm just gonna eat this, keep doing my thing, and then at some point I will cook dinner and I will show you what I'm making tonight. I'm excited. I've never made what I'm making, kind of. So I'll take you along for that process. I'm being so for real right now. I almost didn't want to show this, but I really want to show the truth of my journey. So dinner didn't go as planned. The day got away from me and dinner was a lot more involved than what I was in the mood to make and had time to make. Also, Callie, leave it. We have not had McDonald's in a really, really, really long time. And, excuse me, Callie. And we're doing it tonight and it is what it is. So this is how I'm having McDonald's so that I don't feel terrible about myself after. So I don't feel physically terrible and mentally terrible and all the terribles. This is how I'm doing it. So I do have a little salad and I genuinely want the salad. I'm not telling myself I have to have this because I'm having McDonald's. I like actually want some greens. So this is some greens with the Trader Joe's mango like salad vinaigrette or whatever. It's pretty good. Having a Diet Pepsi. I genuinely like Diet Pepsi better. And it's a mini can because I never can finish a full-size can. So I'm having a little Diet Pepsi. I'm getting my little soda fix. I've got 6 chicken nuggets with the sweet and sour sauce. I've got a small fry and I have a McDouble, which I take off the ketchup and mustard and I add lettuce. And then I also have a side of mac sauce that I'm gonna add to my McDouble. I'm gonna eat the salad first and then kind of work my way around this plate, and I'm going to listen to my body and stop when I am genuinely full. But getting it this way, like small fry McDouble, lets me feel like I'm having like a Big Mac meal with like a Sprite or something like that. But I'm doing this in a much more balanced way where I'm going to feel good about myself after, and not like I gave in to like cravings and like did something that I was gonna be upset about after because it makes me feel like shit physically, and which then makes me feel like mentally like shit. So I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna watch Quantico and I'm gonna chill out because I've had a very, very productive day and I'm ready to just let my brain melt. I also just want to add, and this is like definitely the most important part, me eating this tonight is actually me challenging my food fears and my disordered eating, and it's actually going to help with me healing my relationship with food. I have always had like a poor relationship with McDonald's. Like, it has always been the food that when I'm giving up on my diet or just anytime anything negative's coming up, it's McDonald's. It's a Big Mac, it's a medium fry, it's nuggets, and it's me feeling like literal shit after I eat it and continuing to eat it even when I feel full and just kind of stuffing my face. It's kind of like this like roller coaster for me with McDonald's. And so me eating it now and eating it in this way is like huge for my journey, because there was a time a couple years ago where I never could have imagined that I would have gotten the small fry and the McDouble instead of a Big Mac. I never would have imagined eating it in this slow, thoughtful way with a salad. It's honestly kind of crazy. So this is, again, me challenging my food fears, normalizing all foods. This is what we wanted tonight. This is what we're having. Doing it in a way that's gonna serve me. And we're gonna get rid of this fear and this negative association with certain types of foods and how I used to behave with them. We don't do that anymore. So just something to be mindful of. That may be something that you need to challenge with yourself as well.